In this video, I'm going to show you how I make thumbnails for my YouTube videos. And remember, there's multiple ways you can make thumbnails depending on the style of videos that you make. But I'm going to show you my method of making thumbnails that is super easy and that is super easy to follow, so you can also make banger thumbnails for your YouTube videos. Let's go. Canva is a free website that you can use to do your editing. You can do so many edits that you can do in Canva, but that's the one that I mostly use for my thumbnails. And what you want to do when you log on to Canva here is you want to come here to search Canva, just here by the search bar, and I want to search YouTube thumbnail. Just like that, and then it's gonna show some templates, so you can actually use some of these templates. Some of them are paid for paid templates and some of them are free templates, but I would like to use a blank YouTube thumbnail template like this one here, an empty one, so we can create one from scratch, right? So I'm just gonna click on that, and then it's gonna open this new window up so that we can see this empty template here, so that we can start adding stuff onto it. So what you want to do first is you want to add a photo of like yourself or something like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into my folders, and I'm going to go into a video that I shot where if you have a picture, you can just use a picture. If you have a photo that you want to throw in there, you can also use a photo. So what I usually do is, if I want to use a screenshot in my video instead of a photo, I can just open up VLC like that. VLC is also a free software, and then I can just play a video like that, and then I can look for a position where I'm doing a pose. Like maybe I like this one where I'm smiling and then I'm looking onto the screen right there, and then I can just right click on the screen to take a snapshot like that, to create a snapshot of a picture. And then I can go into my pictures, and then I can actually see the picture that I just took right there. So I'm just gonna drag and drop it in here, and then there it is. So then I imported it into this Canva here, so I'm just gonna align it so that it fills up this canvas, right? So now it's filling it up like this. And then the next thing I'm gonna do is I also want to throw in like some other images and text as well. So I want to load up another image. So I can load up an image, like let's say for instance this one here. I can just drag and drop it right here. So I've already imported these photos, so I can just make it a little bit bigger like that, and then I can just place it right there. And then what I want to do is I can come here to edit image, and then I can come to shadows, and then I can come to glow, and I'm gonna press glow again to see the controls of the glow. So I'm gonna click here on this black square, and then I'm gonna turn it white, or you can even change it into any color that you like. I can even turn it green like that, and then I'm gonna increase its size like that and play around with the transparency so that it can really glow, to kind of highlight this picture that I put in here, just to add some focus to it. So then I can also play with this blur here, and then I can just move it a little bit like that if I want to. If I want to make it bigger, I can also just make it bigger like this, just like that. So then I adjust this. I think it looks fine like that. So what you can do is you can come to elements if you want. You can come to elements, and then you can search for an arrow. So I can just search for an arrow, and I can pick maybe this arrow here, and then I can just rotate it, and I can change this arrow's color. Let's turn it red, and then I can do that, and then I can just rotate it, and then I can just make it point to something that I want to, you know, draw someone's attention to. Like if I want to draw their attention to these notes right here, I can just point on it. But I kind of don't like how this arrow looks, but I just showed you how you can add an arrow like this. I have an arrow that I loaded up myself in my uploads that I can just go and look for, which is somewhere in here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna click on it and insert it. I like this arrow better. It looks nice. It's got this white outline on it. So I'm just gonna rotate it and make sure that I position it where I want it. And then I'm just gonna point to what I want it to point to like that. So now there's an arrow just to kind of guide someone's eye to something that I want them to take a look at. There we go. And then that's how the thumbnail is looking like. And then if I want to add text, I can just come here to text, and then I can just add a heading. There are also these presets that you can use here, but they are super corny and everyone uses them. So I often just use this custom one. I just add a heading like that, and then I just type tutorial like that. And then I can even make the text bigger like that. And then I can just reposition it down here. And what I can do is I can even change the color of the text. I can come up here to the A and I can change it to maybe a white color, or I can even pick any other color. Like if I want it to be the same green that is the green of the outline or the glow of this picture that I loaded here, I can do that. And one final touch I also want to add to this text is I want to add, because you can tell that the text is kind of not super clear, I want to add a shape behind it. So I'm going to come here to lines and shapes, and then I'm going to click on this shape here, and then I'm going to change its color to black. And then I'm just going to drag the edges of the shape and just make sure that it covers the word tutorial like that, just to make sure that the word tutorial can stand out. So you can see now the word tutorial is standing out just like that. So now you can see it much more easier, just like that. And another thing you can do to your photo, if you did import a photo of yourself like this, you can also come here to edit image, and you can also just increase maybe the saturation of the picture like that. And if you want to increase the brightness, you can also increase that. If you want to add some contrast, you can also increase the contrast just to touch it up a little bit. And I can also even do the same with this screen capture of my screen, of this screen capture here, and I can also add some color to it just to make it pop and make it you know, stand out. I can also add some color like that and even some contrast so that it's nice and punchy. And there we go. I've just created a thumbnail. That's how I create thumbnails for my YouTube videos. It's super easy. If you found this super helpful, make sure to drop this video a like, and also remember to subscribe to my channel. If you have any questions, drop them down below in the comments. I definitely want to hear from you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video. I'm X and I'm out. Peace.